Golden Gophers. My name is Jesse, and I'm a peer advisor at CLA Career Services. I'm a student just like you. And today we're going to be talking about the most common handshake resume mistakes. So, here at CLA Career Services, our duty as a peer advisor, or my duty, is to go through all your resumes and approve them or flag them. And we'll send you a little email saying, hey, we recommend you come in if we flag them, or here are just some improvements you could make. So we're going through the top five resume mistakes so that we don't need to flag any. That's our end goal here. Your resumes are just beautiful after you watch this video. So let's go through it. Number one. So a really common thing we see is exceeding one page. So see Omar's resume here. It's 2 pages. It's a little. Here's the thing. If your resume is over a page, it's a lot more difficult to just go through it quickly because employers have to go take that extra step. And while you say, wow, Jesse, that's really not that big of a deal, when you get 1,000 resumes, it is. So we want to keep it to 1 page and make it really efficient. So in some cases, resumes can be longer than 2 pages, but you want that full page. Now, I say full page because Omar has a lot of white space here. He could open up his margins and take his lines to single spacing and play with his font sizes so that it gets all to 1 page without really even having to remove anything. And look at that, he did it. So he made his margins smaller. He messed around with his fonts. He made his header more efficient here. And he was able to get everything to 1 page without really having to remove anything. But additionally, if you try that and you're still over 1 page, you're going to have to get rid of some experiences. And the experiences we recommend you get rid of are ones that are less relevant for the specific position you're applying to or that are older. So, first one, keep it to 1 page. Use of I statements. So, you only have so much time to impress an employer with your resume, so you just want to cut to the chase. And the way we recommend doing that is through the use of specific skill statements that follow this format: action verb, detail, outcome slash result. And this detail should be qualified and quantified. So use numbers when you can. So here, Bert, he made this really long. It's not very easy to see exactly what he got out of it. Um, you know, he could strengthen this. I don't know, surveying the produce department. What does that mean? That could be a huge scale, or it could just be in a convenience store, in a tiny Sam's Club. I mean, Sam's Clubs are kind of big, but like a smaller one. You know what I'm saying? So look at this. Bert came into CLA Career Services, and one of us said, "Wow, Bert, we want some nice skill statements that go action, verb, detail, outcome." And Bert listened. It's so much easier to see what he got out of it. Organize the layout of produce department to allow for consumer ease of shopping. So that tells me what exactly he did and what he got out of it. So it's just a lot more. It makes your resume a lot stronger. And he also used stronger action verbs. So instead of I worked with, he changed it to collaborate. Awesome, Bert. So we want to do that, really choosing strong action verbs to highlight our experiences. So next, resumes can be flagged for just having soft skills in a skill section. So we want to stay away from those soft skills. So soft skills are just our broader skills, like here in Clint's, he has problem solving and teamwork and customer service. You know, if you list that down, that's fantastic. But there's nothing to back that up. What if I'm an employer? Why should I believe you? So we want to incorporate these soft skills into our skill statements, like we just talked about, right? So just kind of highlighting your customer services instead of just directly saying it, you're building a case for your customer services abilities. So provided research and support for client projects using both traditional and online sources. Research and data analysis. I can immediately tell what that is. It still gives the employer the idea that you have the skill, but it backs it up a little bit. It makes you more trustworthy and believable that you have that skill. And then additionally, we want to highlight our hard skills here. So um, knowledge of Microsoft Windows, all that other stuff. If I were Clint, I'd talk about more of his directorial ability, right? So make sure your hard skills are relevant. Hard skills also include software abilities, computer skills, languages, and certifications. So anything like that can go in the skills section down here. Again, customer service. He was talking about his customer service here without even directly saying it. Again, strengthening that way of saying that you have that skill. Good job, Clint. Uh, 4, inconsistent formatting. So this is just something like we don't like. We want your resume to be beautiful, and more importantly, we want your resume to be easy to read, because the harder it is to read, the less time the employer is going to take to look at it, and the less chance you get at getting that interview, right? So, Neil, I would tell Neil, let's fix some of this stuff here, Neil. Come on. And he heeded our advice, and he did. So really, what we want is we want just consistency. Whatever you do, make sure it's consistent. We recommend left aligning all your the name of the position, where it was, um, and all this stuff here, and then right aligning the dates and locations. So position title, company of the position, date, location, and then everything else follows suit, and it just creates a very even format. It's nice for the eye. Um, and it looks just a lot more professional. I know it seems like, wow, these are all really small things. How is it going to increase my odds? The more professional it looks, the more professional you appear, right? So in this Neil, I'd say he's kind of a messy resume. He might be a messy employee too. But in this one, look at that. It's a lot stronger, better formatting. Nice job, Neil. I would feel more comfortable, and I think you're more professional because of that. Awesome. Moving on. Number 5, template use. So, we see this all the time, and we consistently flag them for template uses. And it's just very clear that you use the template. It looks a little sloppy, just like what we talked about with Neil. So you want to make sure we stay away from these templates. Additionally, they're not very good for the skill statement format. It's very hard for me to tell what Holger got out of this opportunity, even though it looks really cool. I'm not really sure what he did without taking a really long time to read it, which, as we talked about, employers and recruiters have so many resumes to go through. They typically aren't going to take all that time. I believe the average time someone looks at a resume is 6 seconds, right? So they're just burning through them. So we just want to make it very clean and efficient. Also, templates, a lot of people, especially this template specifically, a lot of people use. So if you want to make yourself stand out for a professional reason, use a template we have. And, that means just you have to write it from scratch. That's the only way to do it. It's a headache, but once you do it once, then it's all good and it looks super clean and beautiful. So that's the final one there. In conclusion, these are the top 5 mistakes we see, and these are the top 5 mistakes we don't want to see you make. So make sure your resume is one page. Use action verbs, detail, and outcome instead of I statements. Make sure your skills sections are hard skills and highlight those soft skills in your skills statements. Make sure your formatting is consistent and stay away from templates to increase professionality. That's all we got for you today. Thanks for watching. I hope this helped. And if you have any further questions, email us at clacs@umn.edu or come to our office in Brunings Hall. Sky Yuma, row the boat, and go Gophers.